Hello, everybody! Oh my gosh, it's really freaking happening! Yes, we are back, baby. Streaming is back! It's me, For Progress, and I am so happy to be with y'all today. I have been working towards this moment for like a year now. I think it's been officially a year since I last even did a test stream. So this is blowing my mind at how happy I am to be able to do this with y'all again. So, we got a lot to catch up on today. I want to talk with y'all about so many things. We've got I just want to talk to you about life and kind of a little bit of my journey over the last year and just meeting new people. And I want to talk about Pokemon's 30th anniversary and just so many things. But a little bit, since it's been a long time and some people are going to be new viewers. And I've also tweaked some things. So what we're going to do is my current plan is I'm going to be doing these streams part here with my PNG tuber, but part webcam. We're going to do a live action segment, which we'll do here in a moment here. And because I want to do a little bit of both. And we're going to play with things and it'll alter because sometimes I'll probably be on webcam more. I'm thinking about some stretch goals to do some fun on-cam things. Maid dress stream, for example, maybe a bunny-related stream or a Catboy-related stream. You know how I do. But for real, let's actually switch over here to the webcam mode for a second for this part. Hi, everybody! It's me! So, couple things here. First, I wanted to show off my new fit that I am loving. So, if you see these here, I got these recently. I got them, they were on clearance when I was ordering something else, and I saw these, and the only thing I could think about was Reese's Pieces. So, hang on, let me show you the full thing. Okay. Ah, stupid chair. Okay. Yank. Yay! Sorry, I really like this. So long story short, I found this. I found that online and I ordered it because it was like really cheap. These were just super cheap as a pair of the arm warmers and the thigh highs. And so all I could think about was Reese's Pieces, right? So I started being like, okay. So first of all, let's talk about chocolate. I fucking love chocolate. I love chocolate. Doesn't always love me because lactose intolerance thing. But, now normally I go for like a European dark chocolate, like something nice and very cacao heavy. But my guilty pleasure is those Reese's cups, the really thick Reese's cups with the Reese's Pieces stuffed inside. That's my guilty pleasure chocolate if I want to, like, you know, say F it to my diet for a day or something. So I like Reese's Pieces, obviously. Also, if you ever go to a Dairy Queen, you can almost never find a place that does them anymore. But growing up, the Dairy Queen by me had Reese's Pieces is available for a Blizzard, and it was like my favorite. And now you go to a Dairy Queen and they're like, well, we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And I'm like, it's not the same. It's not the same. But anyway, so I went looking for like a Reese's Pieces type shirt to go with this, and I found this Black Knights Pieces. Come on. Shout out to all my fellow Monty Python fans out there. I just had to get this. I saw it and instantly was like, oh my god, I need it. So, that just led to this whole outfit, and honestly, I love it. And it's more autumn colors, but I had to wear it today. I literally just got this shirt yesterday. It came. So, I thought it was fun, and I wanted to do that. So, that's thing one. Thing two. Each stream, we're going to have a featured plushie, because if you know me, you know I love my plushies. And we're going to feature a plushie each stream that's going to sit with us. And I've been thinking about, like, I got to figure out more, and we're going to do that as we go through the next few weeks here. Figure out how the new streaming's going to go, what people are doing, what moments really hit off with people. I mean, you never know, because trust me, having lived through FUF, you never know what the hell's gonna take off. So something might happen, an in-joke or something that might make a fun thing for redeems or emojis. So we're going to figure that out and then build that up. Also, you know, I'm not, like, I consider myself an artist, but not like a drawing artist, you know what I mean? My artistic abilities lie elsewhere. So I have a wonderful resident artist for KFM, Hexasketchy, who is amazing, but also is, you know, pursuing, you know, a degree in art right now, and is, you know, I don't want to overload him too much, you know, at this point in the semester. So, you know, I'm going to have some requests, but we're going to build them up and get them progressively as we go along. But the reason I brought that up now is one of the things I thought about as a redeem could be like a plushie party type of thing, or like plushie dance or plushie love type of thing. So, I mean, let me know what y'all think about that. We're going to come up with things. We'll do polls. We'll do ideas to get things going for this. It's going to take time to figure it all out, obviously, but we're going to get there together. Because basically here, I have ideas for what I want to do. It's just a matter of, once I start doing them, how does it look to you guys? How does it read to you guys? I want this to be a community. I want us to have fun together. And that's what we're going to do. So anyway, I decided to bring my friend Evie for today's stream, since we're going to be doing Pokemon stuff and talking Pokemon 30th anniversary. So, Evie here, this Evie is 2 feet tall Eevee. They did a whole line of these giant plushies. As you can actually probably see behind me, Rowlet there was kind of along those lines. But this is actually bigger than the real Eevee, who I want to say is only 1 meter tall. So this is definitely bigger than what an actual Eevee would be, but I don't care. It's very huggable, very soft, and very... I got this a few years ago, I think around pandemic time. And it was funny because where I was living at the time, it became like a thing because I started getting these big plushies because I have a Mimikyu. Oh, if you can... Way up there's a giant Mimikyu. It doesn't look as giant because of the perspective, but that's also a 2 foot tall one, like the Eevee here. But I started getting these, and then it became a matter of like, oh my gosh, where to put them? Because I wanted to put all my plushies in the bed with me, and I was running out of room in the bed. So Eevee had to keep finding new places. But anyway, we're gonna give Eevee some love today. Eevee / the Eeveelutions are my favorite Pokemon. I think most people know that by now. It's not exactly a secret. I just realized that I was sharing the game audio this entire time and no one stopped me. So I muted that. I'm gonna have to I'll figure that out here. Okay. Remove. See, this is the first stream, so this is how we figure this stuff out. Yes. Okay. So I'm glad this was early and not like crazy all stream. So anyway, Eevee, I think I can sum up why I love Eevee so much with a product I found. I was at a convention. Who knows? This was years ago. Who knows when? But I was at a convention, and I was walking through the artist alley / the vendor hall. And there was a vendor there that had a product that we're selling, like it was like prints or a tote bag or something like that. And honestly, I kind of wish I had bought it in retrospect, but it was one that said, it had Eevee on it. It had art of Eevee, and it said, "I'm full of potential." And I fucking love that, right? I'm full of potential. Like, you can be anything. Like, for me, Eevee embodies that wonderful, beautiful thing about, like, the joy and adolescence of discovery, of I can be anything, and having so many possibilities. And let's face it, Eevee can, as is, evolve into 8 different things. There were supposed to be 9 by now, but we'll get there later. Anyway, so a couple other things we're gonna do on camera before we switch over to starting to talk game stuff. First thing, One of the things that I do love now, these streams are going to be kind of like, I am going to treat streaming like a variety show almost. Like, this is the Forward Progress Variety Hour, except streams will go a few hours, you know? So, the thing here that I like, one of the things that I like to do, like, I have ideas about several different segments. One thing that I have loved to do is create mixed drink recipes for my friends. Things, just unique things. I've made all kinds of drinks. Anybody who's been around me on the convention scene probably knows, especially in the later years, that I would like literally bring the bar to a convention and mix drinks for everybody because it was just fun. I just love seeing people enjoy something that I made for them, right? It's such a good feeling. Anyway, we're going to potentially do some drink mixing on streams. I can't drink nearly as much as I used to just because freaking medication and I'm getting older. Ugh, right? I know. But we're going to do some of it here and there. Now, today we're not going to do anything big drink mixing, but I wanted to do something to celebrate. So let me get this close. I'm going to do a pickle shot with you. Here. Now, this, let me explain. When I was, or it was a few years ago now, I love pickles. I love pickles in my mouth. I love the taste of pickles. You know, sometimes when you put one in your mouth, it squirts out a little juice, and it's just, it's so nice. I tell you what. But I just freaking love pickles. It's just like I'm a fiend for pickles. So a few years ago, I wrote the questions and hosted answering them for Drink Ponies, for an edition of Drink Ponies a few years ago. And the liquors that were there for Drink Ponies were ones that were themed for what the convention was doing. And hi, Magic Pants! Yay! Welcome! It's so good to see you. Yay, 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 yay. I'm just happy to see everybody. Like, I'm just happy to be doing this and to see y'all people. It's wonderful. Okay, so anyway, pickles. So I was doing the questions. I was hosting and answering or asking the questions, and they had pickle vodka, and I was like, I'm not participating. I'm just the one asking the questions. And oh, enjoy the shower, Magic Pants. So, by the way, if you're not already, follow Magic Pants. They stream, and they're really cool people on Blue Sky, especially if you want to see somebody really pretty. Anyway, I digress. So, there's this pickle vodka, and I was like, I have to try this. And then, basically, the whole panel where I'm not supposed to be the one drinking, I just sat there sipping on this pickle vodka. So, all that being said, here's to y'all. Here, let me turn the label to you. Here's to y'all for stream 1. Oh my gosh. That's damn good. It is. It looks like I'm being all like, yeah, but it really is yummy. I promise you it's yummy. Woo! Woo! Now I got the taste of pickle in my mouth. Okay, so I want to do one other thing. Because I like food, too. And I like cooking. It's going to take a long time before I can think about actually doing a cooking stream. Because I got to do a whole setup for that and check with my roommates. But I saw something yesterday that I thought was really interesting. So I thought I would do that on stream. So here in America last year, there was this huge craving, or this huge trend for this Dubai chocolate thing. I don't know if you guys, if anybody international got this too. Get this like big thing out of nowhere, Dubai chocolate. And it came in and it was like expensive as hell. Like it was like $10 for like a normal size bar. And I was like, what the hell? So I never really tried it, but I like pistachio and I love chocolate. So I kind of hung on to that idea. Well, as I said, I got this. I found this yesterday. It was finally affordable. The trend is dying down, so I went, I'm going to finally try it. I thought it might be fun to try it on stream with y'all, and now I'm just occurring to me that I just put dill pickle in my mouth before trying this, so this could be interesting. Sorry, I have to take a lactate pill for this, y'all. All right. Now that I made a mess of myself with water, let's try this out. And then we're going to get into shinies. I'm gonna say my one-word review of this is overrated. It's okay. That's really it. I don't get what the fuss was. I don't get why it was so expensive. Honestly, I'd rather have different pistachio stuff. Like pistachio ice cream is awesome. Okay. Woo! Fun times. Okay. So, let's start looking at shiny Pokemon, shall we? I'm going to switch over here. Now we can put the game audio back on. Okay. Welcome to Pokemon Home. Hi, Rose. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So, first off, I want to show y'all what I did recently. I went a little nuts in prep because I thought shiny hunts would be great things to do for chill hangout chat streams, right? Screams an engineer, I love it. Yeah, a big shout out to Nova Rose, who has been kicking butt studying to be a freaking engineer. I'm all like, trust me, I've seen her do like the stuff that she has to do for school, and it's intimidating as hell. I'm so proud of you. But okay, so I did a thing here in Pokemon Home. When it loads it, anyway. We're trying. Okay, so you're gonna notice here, I have set up my shiny decks officially in Pokemon Home. It is in order by number. So anywhere you see empty are ones that I'm missing. Anything that you see in here is a shiny that I have at least one of. Like, look at. Now, there's a lot here and a lot missing, as you can tell. Oh, I do need to make a Dust Noir. Okay, I'll do that later. Anyway, sorry. There's a couple here that I just need to make evolutions, because I have a second shiny Wynot that needs to evolve into, Wobbuffet, and Dusclops into Dust Noir. And thank you, Magic Pants. Shout out to Hexasketchy who did this model for me. Amazing work. And we've talked about making some new slight changes to it too, to make it a little more. Okay, we're gonna make it more femboy. We're gonna make it that much more me. This was more in science mode me, which I'm still in science mode, but nevertheless. Anyway. So the one you're going to notice, if you see on my screen, there's already a shiny Pokemon there on the bottom, next to my model, of this one, Bellsprout. So, like a week and a half ago, or so, or no, I think it was last week, was Pokemon Go's, Go Fest. That's what it's called. And in the days leading up to it, they did special, they did a Kanto Day, a Johto Day, etc., etc. So shiny odds were increased on certain Pokemon, and one of them was Bellsprout. And I think it was just, I don't know, it was just like with the thing. So I just happened to get one. But you can see over here, I'm missing Weepin' Bell and Victory Bell. And they seem like great choices for ones to do next, and something we can shiny hunt today. So that's what we're gonna do. And I wanted to do a Gen 1 one, and we're gonna go back to Kanto into Let's Go Eevee to hunt it. So we can do Adorableness today. So that being said, let me switch games. And you can also see why I chose Eevee to be our plushie of the day, right? Because we're doing Let's Go Eevee. If you've not played this game, prepare to die of cuteness. Like, this game is adorable. Actually, if Novarose, if you're still in the chat, if you might remember, we talked about how adorable this game was in a panel a few years ago. We talked about how there was so much cuteness on the front, but then when you start digging into the Pokédex, it's dark as hell.
Oh, look at the center screen. Look how cute. Look at that tail. Oh my gosh.
Fun fact too, I haven't played this game much in a while. I've been playing a lot of the newer ones, so we're gonna have fun with me hopefully remembering the controls. Alright, first off, here we go. Game's a little loud, good to know. I will turn that down. Okay. Is that a little is that better? We tested this the other day, but we tested it with a different game, so that can always change. But I slid it down a good bit, but let me know if it's still too loud. Okay, so first things here, you can see I am... Oh, now it's a little quiet. Okay. So now we've got shiny Dodrio that I am riding on, while Eevee rides on my head. Can we not... This is too cute, y'all. Three-headed emu. Yeah, exactly. Rah. I just love... Look, come on. Watch. Look at this thing. Oops. Oops, I accidentally... This is me. Oh, okay. Apparently Dodrio surveying the vicinity. But, like, look how fun and silly and cute as hell it is to run around on this thing. I love it. Okay. So first things first, before we go hunting, we have to see if we have what we need, which is mainly balls. I need balls, everybody. Apparently mine weren't enough. No, I'm just kidding. Where's balls in this game? Do I have no balls? Why? By name? Alright. Let's go to the mark and see what we can get. Okay. I'm here to buy. I'm gonna buy a ton of Pokeballs because I don't think we're gonna be shiny hunting in a low level area. So I'm pretty certain I can do. I'm gonna do 71 Pokeballs. I'm gonna catch a few Great Balls just in case. In the catching pocket. What does that mean? Can I afford that? Yes. Okay, I'll get 11 Great Balls. And we'll just get 4 Ultra Balls for now. I'm gonna, like, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I might have to do on this, I might actually have to battle on this stream. I might have to go run through the Elite Four just to get more money. Because this game, it's not as easy to get money like it is in Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet, you just do, those Terra raids, right? Okay. We are on Route 2. Yes, let's use secret technique of Eevee. The funny thing about that is, like, while you see the tree getting slashed, Eevee stays on your head perfectly still. Like, something's not right with that, right? Okay. Oh, I don't think this is where I want to go, is it? Where does this take me? Viridian? Or is this Bill? It's been so long since I played this game, y'all. Like, this is the fun of this stream, is gonna be me figuring out what the hell is going on. Okay, here we go. Diglett's Cave. That's not what we want, so let's go back over here. I looked up where to hunt this before we started, by the way. So, you would think that I would be... Alright. It was Route 2 in Viridian Forest. We're in Pewter. That's not what I wanted. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Here's one Bellsprout. Perfect. We found it. So the way it works in this game, if you've never shiny hunted in this game, is you basically, I am manually catching with my, like, myself, with emotion. And the way it works for shiny hunting is you're supposed to do catch streaks. Whoa, that was too much. So meaning, this is, okay. See, what's weird is the, dang it! There, got it, okay. See, the switch is over to my right, but I'm looking at my main computer monitor to play, so I have to, like, throw it to the side instead of throwing it dead on, which is weird. But you do catch streaks, and after a certain point of catching so many, you get, you get increased shiny odds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and make a streak of catching Bellsprouts. And apparently, Dodrio seems interested in the Bellsprout. I'm gonna do that a lot, probably. I'm probably gonna do a lot of accidentally pushing it in and making my Pokemon make noise. Okay, get ready. And yes. This game was like all about incorporating elements of Let's Go into it while also being the closest thing to the anime we ever got in game form. Whoa. Which I loved. Like, for me, I loved this game. It got a lot of flack, I think, at first, but I think it was really cute to, like, basically feel like I was living the anime. Now, granted, as much as I love this game, as much as I had criticism of ZA, but I digress. But I'll probably play that eventually. It's just, I don't feel like paying $60 for a game like that, where I just don't feel like it's my thing. But that's a whole other thing. But let's talk Pokemon 30th anniversary a while, since we're now in the middle of doing the Pokemon thing. I'm pretty certain I can just run away and it doesn't affect the streak. I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna try and keep away from running into them that much. I screwed up my streak. Is it really one patch of one patch of grass? Let me see if it's where this takes us, because if this takes us into Viridian Forest, that's going to actually be better for us and more entertaining to look at on stream. Yes, it does. Okay. I'm going to actually get off of Dodrio just to make it easier to navigate here for a bit. And we are going to play with Eevee later, too. That sounds weird, but... Oh, this is even a better spot because the Pokemon are going to be lower level here. So that it's actually going to make it a little easier to catch them. As I get all this amazing experience from my high-level Pokemon in my party. I will, let's... Oh my gosh, so many There's so many Pokemon. How do I avoid them there? Pidgey! Okay, 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So, few things. Let's talk about them. First of all, Gen 10 coming next year. It is, I'm pretty certain, going to be Switch 2 exclusive, because I think Pokopia is also Switch 2 exclusive. Now, I don't have a Switch 2. It's going to be a little bit before I have one. It's kind of like, it's going to sound bad, because I'm a terrible person at, like, asking for things. Like, asking for money, asking for support type of thing. I can be bad at that, especially asking for money. But I am looking at this as that if this gets successful and we get subscriptions coming in and donations and, you know, and things, and I have my Ko-fi in the bottom corner there, if we start getting things coming in, I can use that money to get more stuff to make the stream better, is the idea. You know, the more that comes in, the more, like, games I can get, the more I can upgrade my avatar, the more I can get a different console, all that stuff. We're gonna that's kind of my philosophy with this. And we're just going to see how it goes and just have fun along the way and have our fun little community. What did I run into? Did anybody actually see that Pikachu? Because I sure didn't. Metapod. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm doing really bad at running into things. So Winds and Waves is the next one, and I know it's based on Southeast Asia. I want to say is it Indonesia or is it the Philippines or is it both? It's something down there in Southeast Asia, which is neat. I like that. I gotta be honest. Let me ask everybody. Anybody who's seen it, thoughts on the new starters? I'm not in love with them. I gotta tell you. Everybody seems to love the Fire Dog. I'm in, did I say Indonesia? Okay. Yeah. The Fire Dog seems to be what everybody's going for. I'm thinking the Water Lizard is probably going to be mine, but I gotta see what the evolutions look into, because, let's face it, I've been burned before. I've already seen memes online about people talking about the dog and being like, you better not evolve onto 2 legs. You better not go bipedal. Oh, there we go. I see it from Nova Rose in the chat. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the Water Gecko, like I said, but we'll see. Because, as much as I loved Litten, Incineroar was, Litten was so adorable and Incineroar was so not. And it was just like, why didn't you stay on 4 legs? Not fronting on anybody who likes Incineroar. Trust me, a lot of people are thirsting for Incineroar. Thirst away. I mean, Incineroar's got Big Daddy energy. Big Daddy energy's not my thing, but I don't front anybody who wants some Big Daddy energy. Oh my gosh, I just saw a short on YouTube where it was it was Zaya VR, who definite adult content warning for this stuff, but he was doing he had one where they see it and automatically are like, yo, Inteleon, it's your daughter. Just like right there. It's right there. Real quick, actually, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing quick while we're on this screen. Where is it? Okay. Oops. Wrong screen. I got all these tabs up with things to talk about. Here they are. Okay. So, on the left there, that bird, that is an angry bird. That's just an angry bird. We'll see what happens to it, but I just like that design. I saw it and I was like, I guess they can get away with it, but dang, it's an angry bird. The thing I like is the gecko looks like it has some kind of like a little bit of an attitude, and I like that. It's cute. We'll see what happens with it. I will say overall, the rest of it didn't feel like the Pokemon Presents for the 30th anniversary did not feel like a 30th anniversary stream to me. Like, it felt like any other one they did. It didn't feel that special. I feel like a lot of partners and other people are doing more for the 30th anniversary. Oh, by the way, if you hear a meow in the background, it's my phone because I'm dumb and didn't silence it. But yeah, my ringtone, my notification tone is a meow. So if you hear a meow, that's what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have a kitty. One of my roommates is allergic, so I can't have a kitty here. I know, sadness. But it's okay. It just means that the next kitty that I get after I get my own place after this will be adorable. Yeah, Mew. Mew and Mewtwo. Yeah, exactly. Mew I like. We'll have to have Mew as a featured plushie for one of the upcoming streams. Because they do have a Mew plushie. Oh my gosh. I'm going to waste so many balls So many balls wasted. That sounds dirty, but I can't think of how to fully make it dirty. I am realizing here. So, okay, let me see. I'm moving a few things. I'm noticing that it's supposed to have the chat appear on screen, but I'm not seeing it show up on screen. So, that might be a thing we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot after this stream. I'm not gonna spend the time in the moment because that's just boring. But I do want to figure out getting the chat box to actually appear on screen. So that's something. Because that way people can actually see what I'm talking about, especially for the VODs. Oh, just so everybody knows, I'm gonna put this link in the chat quick. I made a YouTube channel specifically for VODs. Oh wait, no, I don't have. Okay, I'll have to get I'll get the URL in a bit, and I'll share it with y'all. Actually, while that does that, let me just look it up. VODs. Because I realized I just started it, and you can't have you need to have like 100 followers or something like that before you're allowed to have a custom URL. Here we go. Where's my channel? Can I please just go to my channel? Why is there no my channel? This is entertaining, y'all. View your channel. There we go. Oh wait, it does work? Okay, try this. See if this works for people. That should be the URL to where I'm gonna put the VODs. So if people want to miss the stream and you want to see it here afterwards, I'll do that. Now some of this stuff is probably gonna be turned into shorts and videos for the main channel, but for now I wanted to do that at least for just getting, you know, the regular plain old generic VODs of what happened. You know, the raw, uncut. Just like a guy used to do it. It's been too long. It's been too long. I should not still be single, but I digress. How am I this cute and this single, right? It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm gonna find the cuties out there. You gotta admit, it's ironic. Like, I moved here to where I'm living now, and it's really helped my life. I got back on track to going to the gym. I lost a lot of weight. I really started on my femboy journey. I found so many amazing people, and I want to talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about femboy stuff for a minute. Okay, so I came out in late 2024 as genderqueer and accepted my inner femboy that I think had just been holding at bay for a long time. That it was like all these elements were a part of me, but I just couldn't get over society and stigma to say, okay, I can just proclaim this is who I am. And let's face it, the term is mainly gained in popularity, or I should just say notoriety, or just acknowledgement of existence, or however you want to phrase it, over the last however many years. So I made my femboy account for Blue Sky, and at first I was like not sure what was gonna happen, and honest to God, at first I thought a part of me thought so much of it was gonna be sexual in nature and all that, which was fine and didn't have any problem with that. I wanted to get back in touch with my sexual side and my feminine side. However, the biggest thing I found out almost very quickly is that sex is just a part of things. It's not the end-all be-all, and just because I do this doesn't mean I'm going to be like a sex worker or something like that. It's just me expressing who I am, and sometimes that does mean that there's a little, lewd or a little nude or whatever, but it's not just about sex, it's about confidence. It's about being who I am and expressing myself and connecting with other people and doing that and having a community. And in a weird way, it's like I'm finding more of a community here than I found in certain other aspects of my life. And I'm just like, it's been amazing. And just thank you to everybody who's been on this journey for me over the last year plus now. Because it's just like, I know myself more than I ever did, thanks to coming out and accepting this about myself. And guys, I cannot just the value of feeling pretty. Like, the first time I put on a pair of thigh-high socks, I realized I felt pretty in a way I had never felt the rest of my life. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is my life now. This is who I am. This is what I want to be. This is how I want to feel. I want to feel complete and happy in myself. And it's wonderful. I love it. Alright, Bellsprout. Don't be a douche. Yes! Excellent throw! I swear, I'm getting more excellent throws in here than I'm getting on Pokemon Go lately, and that I play a lot more. Which I can say, I've had my ups and downs of Pokemon Go over the years, 100%. Trust me, anybody who has followed me or known me over the years can attest. But right now, it's great because it's convenient. Because of where the gym is that I go to, you know, I have to walk there. So there's like 2 gyms, and now they added 2 Pokestops on my way to the gym. So it makes it a perfect and convenient. I play for a couple minutes. I never spend a dime on the game. Throw a few things in gyms, get coins, catch a few, search for some shinies, play for like 10 minutes. It's easy, and it works for me. Plus, community days are a great way to get shinies. Speaking of which, next week's community day is, I believe, Score Bunny is Saturday, which is going to be interesting because since this stream is going very well at first, I think I can probably officially say next week we're looking at doing some smashing or passing. Which, by the way, anybody, Nova Rose, if you are free at all next weekend and want to join that, you are welcome to. I wanted to see how this stream went first and try to figure out, you know, when people tune in and how active we get and stuff before I unleash the schedule. But I have already made a schedule for next week's streams, and we'll show that at the end of this stream. Not sure how long we'll go today and how much we'll stay in this game opposed to other games. It's gonna be a matter of how long this hunt takes us at first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Because what we might do, if we can catch a Bellsprout within a decent amount of time, we'll kind of see what we want to do. What we might do, because I do want to switch things up some, so we're not. Oh, thank you, Matt Pants. Yeah, it's been great. Like, honestly, like, I love getting to meet so many people. Like, one of the best things, like, trust me, I'm a very flirty person online too. Especially now. But I love everything, like, okay. So, I have met trans people, cis people, non-binary people, asexual people, very sexual people, all of this stuff within this community, and it just shows how many different ways you can do things and just be. And I love that. And everyone supports one another that I've seen. I mean, you have a few douches out there, but every community has some douches. And usually things get stopped down pretty well. I mean, like, it's kind of the way, actually, I treat how I will monitor the chat in here. Is that... I can't end my streak, but that is a Bulbasaur in the wild. That's kind of crazy, right? That is a Bulbasaur in the wild. Huh. Anyway. But yeah, I treat everything on here like the blue sky philosophy. If someone starts acting a douche, ignore, block, move on. And that's how I'm going to treat the chat in here, too. And, like, if somebody we don't know comes in and starts being a jerk to my people, let's ignore them. Guys, you can report them to me if you need to. I'll block them. We'll move on. I know I'm not going to have anybody harassing my good people in here. Ooh, there's another one. Come on. I wish I remember. I might need to look up. I really should have done this in preparation for this, considering that we were supposed to do the stream last week too. But I spent so much time setting up the computer and setting up the streaming assets. Because the big thing I have to say too is everything you see in here, I have put together over the last 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I went from having no computer to what you see. So it's not, you know, like, it's not pristine and perfect, but I like what we've built, and it's gonna only gonna get better, especially as I figure out this chatbot thing. Because that one's kind of, I don't know, like, I don't know why that one's not working. I set it up just like I set up all the other alerts. Although, actually, that's gonna be a good, interesting one, is the first time somebody, I just set up all new stream alerts. So there's new stream alerts set up for following, subscribing, rating, tipping, cheering, all that stuff. I spent a lot of time this week setting it up, and the only, like, the tests worked, but the only real way to know for sure is, does it work when it happens on stream? So the first time we get a follower or a subscriber, it's going to be interesting to see, does it actually come up and work? And if it does, great. If it doesn't, okay, I'll still celebrate the heck out of whoever does it, and I'll do the research on it. So that's going to be coming up. There's going to be growing pains, and that's fine. Besides, I'm not Kirk Cameron, but there's still going to be growing pains. Wow, that is a reference I bet nobody gets, do they? No one gets that, do they? Holy crap. Sometimes I gotta remember, like, my reference points and, like, how many things, like, there's plenty of things that I'll reference from the 80s. And, then I gotta remember that I'll have a bunch of people in the audience who weren't born for another 10 to 20 years after that. Getting older, right? Dodrio leveled up. All right. Oh my god, my Charizard's almost level 100. Side view of Bellsprout. Okay. The Bulbasaur in the grass is just really getting to me. It's like something you're not supposed to see, right? Like, you're only supposed to see it as a starter. So I think we're getting places, because I want to say it's after 24 or something like that? Ugh. Alright, I'll look it up. Catch streak, increased shiny odds. Let's go. $31 plus. 31, which is not a number I would have thought. Whoa. Actually, you know what? Let's take a pause for a cute moment, shall we? Who wants to play with the Eevee?
Oh, Eevee, don't be anxious. Let's play.
we're gonna pet the Eevee. Look how happy that is now. Yeah. My God, tell me this isn't the cutest damn thing ever. I'm playing with the tail. Yeah, I've been enjoying Blue Sky. You know what's funny is when I got off Twitter, I swore I wasn't going to go to Blue Sky when I heard that they were just doing, like, it was going to be like Twitter, just not Twitter. Oh, no, you're good. But but Twitter, like, Blue Sky has been so much better than Twitter. Like, it's the community that made the difference, you know? Oh, that's right, I can feed you a berry, can't I? Let's give you a Nanab berry, because I have a million of them. Okay, here you go. Yay! And I'll give you one more for good measure, okay? Maybe. There we go. God, I haven't done this in forever. That is so cute! Okay. Okay. Let's go back out of that. That was a fun little side quest thing. Anytime I play this, like, every once in a while, I just have to stop and just pet the Eevee and play with the Eevee. Because it's the Eevee! It's so cute! How can you not love the Eevee, right? I've always, like, Nova Rose knows this. So I'm a big Drawfee fan, huge Drawfee fan. And Karina from Drawfee has said that she's not a big fan of the designs of all the evolutions, that she finds them boring. Which I'm kind of like, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your wrong opinion, but you're entitled to it. But my thing is, I'm like, because I think too, like, if you think they're boring, part of my philosophy there is sometimes simple is better in design philosophy. And also, like, I want to know how she would do it differently. And it's almost tempting to, they're going to be at a convention that is only a couple hours away from me in like 2 weeks. And it is almost tempting to either go and ask Karina in person this, or to sign up for their commission tier and actually commission this 1 month, is what would an evolution designed by Karina Farrick look like? I want to know. If those are boring, then show me what yours would be like. And not necessarily the monstrosities from the new evolution episode. Which, speaking of which, if you like Pokemon at all, you've got to check out Drawfee. There are some wonderful Pokemon Abomination episodes, especially Julia's Spiel. Just, if you want to know what I'm talking about, just Google Drawfee Spiel. And you'll instantly be like, what? Yep. Oh, speaking of conventions, that's a thing. So, obviously, I haven't done a convention since 2024. I took time off. I kind of wanted to, you know, I had to do a lot of personal things. I had to move. I lived in, like, to live in, like, 3 different places. I had to move states. Oh, speaking of which, I'm now officially a Maryland citizen. That is the most you will get for doxing of me. You can know I live in Maryland, and that's it. unless we get close, and then one-on-one. But you get my point. I'm not going to dox myself further than that on stream. But I officially became a Maryland citizen the other day. In terms of, I have a Maryland ID now. Now, the physical card isn't going to get here until next week. Because they moved to this real ID thing that America's doing now. Where I had to dig up my birth certificate, I had to dig up my social security card, I had to dig up 2 forms of address verification just to get this thing. And it was a lot more expensive. But it lasts longer too. Like the expiration date is not for like another 8 or 9 years or something like that, which my old state was like 3 or 4, so that's nice. But it is the first time I took a license photo dressed femme and with makeup on. Like, nothing crazy, just like, you know, some mascara and some eyeliner and some lip gloss, but my ID is gonna have me looking my femme self, guys. I'm gonna be me on my ID. Well, kind of, with one big exception. There is an option to select other for your gender here. And you have no idea how much I wanted to do it. And I just... I'm gonna be blunt. I don't feel safe putting it on my ID yet. Not right now. So it says male. I cannot wait until I get it to say other, but until things have died down with certain things in government, and I'm not gonna get political, just I think we can all agree that sometimes you need to do things that make you better safe than sorry. So that's the way I'm treating it for now. Hopefully once we get a more, you know, a less homophobic leader. We'll just say that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go deeper than that. But yeah. But I still gonna look like me, and that makes me happy. More than anything else, I look like me. Also, I'll say the DMV here, you have to do everything by appointment. Everything by appointment. And there's no walk-ins for anything. Oh, okay, go ahead, finish your thing. No issues. So I had an appointment and I got there a little early for it. So I walked to the bathroom, and apparently what you're supposed to do is check in on your phone when you get there that you're there. So I'm finishing up in the bathroom. I go to walk. I'm about to walk out of the bathroom, so I grab my phone and I click that I am here. Before I even turn the corner, they're already calling me to come up to the counter. It was that quick. It was awesome at that. And the woman was super nice, too. So it was like the opposite of those terrible DMV experiences you hear about. And honestly, I've had some of them myself. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I want to say with Nova Rose, we had to wait in line for a little while when we got your license back in the day. Or no, wait, you didn't get your license with me. Or was that Sean? Was that when we were hanging with Sean? Maybe it was with Sean. Anyway. Things back in the day. Life is crazy. Although, I gotta say, like, I have fought for years growing older. Tooth and nail. Oh, that's it. Changing the marker. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was going somewhere with this, and I don't remember where. I completely lost my track of thought, but that's okay. But yeah, it was like at the this. It was such a different experience, and it was nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I do remember now. We were sitting there forever. Oh, those are the worst. Okay. We've broached over an hour into the stream, believe it or not. So I'm gonna take a quick bio break, and I mean super quick. Like, this should only take me a minute or two, if that. What I'm gonna do a while is, if I can. I have quick actions. Here we go. What? No. The quick actions on my phone are not what I want, because I want to show ads while I'm away. Ads. Guess I'll have to do that from the PC. Creator dashboard, stream manager. Okay, I'm gonna run an ad break, and I'll be right back. I love y'all. Okay, we are back. By the way, do people, how do people like the, be right back in the intro screens? I kind of threw that together over the past week, and, I don't know. I mean, it was, I kind of like them. I wanna do more, with that stuff. It's gonna build up. But we'll do, we'll figure out making the improvements here, but, try to make a fun little thing to be playing while when I have to step away. That's one of those things that is unfortunate about streaming is, like, and I'd be curious, like, I really want to chat with people who do the 10, 12-hour streams and stuff. Like, I have to pee sometimes, you know? And I think I pee a little more frequently than the average human being. And sometimes, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I'm always amazed at people that do these marathon streams and seem to, like, almost never take breaks. And I'm like, how? How? I mean, I can think of a couple of ways, but I really don't want to entertain some of those possibilities. I'm not streaming on Chatterbait, you know? That's all I'm gonna say. Oops. Well, there goes mascara on my hand. Oh well. I thought I had something in my eye and went to go get it, and then I just got, like, mascara all over my finger. Alright, hey, 30! We're at 30! Okay, we're making progress here. Yes, forward progress. Ha 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 ha. I've asked for the joke, I guess you can say. Like, I made that my name. I never thought it would lead to so many jokes about my name, but I don't mind. Hell, I mean, I don't mind. I've got other nicknames, too. Like the Professional Gay, for example, right? I should tell that story for those people who weren't there. So, this was like 4 or 5 years ago or so. It was one of the first conventions we did after the pandemic. And myself and Nova Rose and some of our friends were there. And Nova Rose was doing a panel where it was an after hours panel where we were actually looking at or they were looking at and talking about art, like of a sexual nature, we'll say. And at one point, Rose, like, there's an image of an art image that's 2 guys together, and they're all giving their critiques. And when it gets to Rose's turn, she gets up, walks out to me and the audience sitting in the front row, and goes, "Hey, now forward, as the Professional Gay, would you like to give your opinion?" And the audience just loses it, and I'm just like, well, I guess I did get my degree in dick sucking. I didn't really. I mean, I've done it enough that I should have a degree, but ha 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 ha. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna test the limits of Twitch TOS. I have a feeling. Like, we're gonna try to stay within it and not get me banned and shit. But I gotta be me too. I think I'll be fine. I don't think we're gonna do anything to get us banned. It's just that sometimes I'll be more adult than others, you know? I'm gonna switch balls for this catch. Oh, I have Premier balls too. Good. I can use them. I am running low on Pokeballs. You know, if this hunt does not prove fruitful, I have a feeling we're gonna switch to Violet. And I mainly say that just like Violet is probably the easiest game to shiny hunt in, and probably shows the most diversity. I just thought this was gonna be cute and simple as like the starting one. And we are gonna go throughout the games. We're definitely gonna do shiny hunting at Arceus too, because Arceus is one of the easiest to spot shinies of any game. And yes, I do color. I think that is the... I think we did find out finally that it's officially pronounced Arceus and not Arceus, but pronounce... Pokemon, pronounce it however you want to. As long as I can understand, I don't care. I've had this debate with people. I don't call unknown unknown. I call them unknown because I think it sounds cooler. An unknown is already a word. I have too many homonyms in my life that I have to worry about, right? I literally had to sit here and think about what that word was. I almost was going to say palindrome. That came to my head, and I'm like, that is definitely not the right word. That is not what a palindrome is. Where's all my spawns? Spawn for me, baby. Oh, there we go. I got a spawn. It's huge. How big is he? I'm considering Mega Victory Bell, right? Which Mega Victory Bell is a bit nuts, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that crazy about that many megas. But we're gonna talk about this a lot next week. Next week we're gonna have Smasher Pass, and we're gonna talk like it's gonna get nasty. I'm actually probably, just to get ahead of it, I'm probably gonna mark next week's stream as a mature stream. Just because I can see myself using terms like Pokecock a lot, you know? And eventually, I'm gonna say something that makes it a mature stream. Let's face it. But I've also invited friends to join, too, for those streams. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. That's my hope, is that we just have fun chilling here together, you know what I mean? That's what I want my streams to be, is a fun little community where people can come and feel free to just chill and hang out and chat. Right? And we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff to make that happen. That's my goal anyway. Ooh, that was way off. There we go. I think we will. Actually, you know what? I'm almost positive that we're going to keep doing this for a while just because we've started the Bellsprout one. And I want to see it through to try and get at least one. Well, granted, I have had these catch streaks go to like 99 before. So, it could not happen. I really want to go until it happens. But I think we are going to switch games for the second part of the stream. And we'll see how long we go today. My hope was to go 3 or 4 hours. We're going to kind of play it by ear. I think my plan so far, so just so people know, so I live in the Eastern time zone. Now, today, of all days, freaking daylight savings time started in America. Today, the day that I returned to streaming, right? Like, so a couple of days ago, I had to be like, I was literally ready to post everything. I had the graphics made for the return, and then I realized, oh crap, the time zones changed. So I had to go back and reconfigure everything. But, so I'm in EDT right now, Eastern Daylight Time. So, just so everybody knows for judging things and when you can make streams. My plan is to do 2 to 3 streams a week on average. Weeknight streams will start around 6:30-ish is my plan. That could adjust some. I will always announce it. But that gives me time. I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, by the way, at my, my normal people job. And, so starting at 6:30 gives me time to get out of work, make dinner, make sure I have a cute outfit on, do my makeup, all that stuff. So 6:30 is when I'm thinking for weekday streams. Weekend streams will vary because weekends are going to be my best chance to catch all the wonderful European, like Eurasian, Oceania, all the wonderful people from elsewhere in the world in different time zones. I want to be able to get all those wonderful people in here too. So, no. No. Yes. Sometimes I'm excellent, and sometimes I'm just like the worst. It's like bowling. This feels like bowling to me. Because bowling, I will switch. I will throw a gutter ball, and then right after, and then the next one I'll get a strike. God, I'd love to go bowling again. See, I need more femboy friends around here. Think about this. Femboy bowling night? How fun does that sound? We'll go in thigh-highs and skirts, but we have to wear the ridiculous bowling shoes. It would be so cute and so funny and so silly. Oh my god, I want to make this happen. We need to make this happen. Like, I need to find more femboys here on the East Coast. I know one directly who lives a state away. But granted, oh, this is what I was saying earlier. Okay, so I moved. Cute with clown shoes, yes. Oh my god, and that's kind of like, it's cute and it's adorable dorkiness, right? Oh, like I love adorkable. Like androgynous dorks are the shit. That is what I want. Like, drop my panties now for an adorable dork. That's what I love. Like, cute is my sexy. But, okay, so real talk, and I think I've mentioned this on Blue Sky before. But when I moved here, and things have gotten better. Like, I got in shape more. Now, granted, winter came and I lost, I regained some of that, but I've been losing it again. Actually, I did the last 2 days in a row at the gym, and it was wonderful. And I walked, I think, 33 kilometers so far in the past week. So, I'm doing good. I'm getting back to it. All of this stuff is happening, and I got more in touch with my femboy side, made all these connections. And now it's like, okay, I feel more confident. I feel a little more confidence in myself, confidence that I haven't had in a long time. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready to date again. I was talking to my roommate a few months back, and he was telling me that at one point there was an article that had came out where, like, readers had voted the city that I live in as the ugliest city in America. That the city I live in has the ugliest people in the country. I'm like, thanks for telling me before I moved in. No, I'm not gonna say everyone here is ugly. It's not that. It's like, and that's kind of rude to say. But I will say that I haven't found as many like people, like, even when I went to Pride, I didn't see a whole lot of, femboy types. I saw one other person wearing a skirt, and I almost was going to go up to talk to them. They are also, like, they were very young, and it was more like I just wanted to talk to them and being like, hey, somebody else like me, but I didn't want it to come off like, hey, who's this old guy coming to me? And I know I'm not that old, and I know I don't look that old, but I get paranoid sometimes, I'm bad at approaching people in public sometimes, especially guys I think are cute. I'm usually getting let down. Oh, okay, I'll tell a story. Who wants to hear a funny story? Okay. I don't think Shinobu's still back yet, but Shinobu was there for this story. So myself, Shinobu, and an old friend of ours, and it might have been another one, but at least the three of us were there. We went to this gay bar in the town the city where we all used to live. And we're just hanging out, chilling. And the bartender, I keep looking over, and there's a shirtless bartender that is so freaking hot. And I just lean over to them a couple times, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't stop checking out this bartender. He's so hot. And I see him walk by a couple times, and they see me flirt, with his, like my eyes follow it, and they're kind of joshing with me about it. And I think at this point, it's like we're at least an hour to 2 hours into the night, and I went to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom, and I go over to the sink, and the cute shirtless bartender walks into the bathroom, and it's just the two of us in there. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh my god, is it happening? This is like the start of a fucking porn. Like, oh my god. And then he comes up to me, and he's like, hey, excuse me. And I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking happening for realsies. And he's like, hey, I was just wondering, like, is that your friend that you're hanging out with? Like, do you know if she's single? You're like, by the way, I'm straight. I am straight. Like, you... Mother... Yeah. See, that was my frustration. You could tell as I messed up those throws. I could not believe that this great moment that I thought was going to be amazing at everything, and all of my this wonderful moment, like what I saw online type of thing, turned into the biggest disappointment of like, I'm straight and is your female friend hot? It was such a letdown. Oh man. And it's funny, and then the rest of the night, that was just the joke of the night too. I was just like, I can't believe it. This is the same friend who told a cosplayer that I had the hots for them when I was too nervous to go up. Oh, he did dodge a bullet with that friend. Yes, he did. But yeah, because this was the same person who we were at a convention during the rave, and dancing around, and there was this really hot DJ Phone 3 cosplayer that I kept eyeing up, but I was too nervous to say anything. And then she was like, fuck it, and then she just went up and she's like, my friend thinks you're attractive, and was curious. He was gay, but he had a boyfriend. And I am not a homewrecker. I refuse to ever be a homewrecker. I've stepped away from situations like that. I am poly by nature, just because I have a lot of love to give, and I recognize that I can't place the burden on just one person to give me all of their life. I just want the love, and I want a companionship, but I also want to understand. And it gets deeper than that. It's hard to explain. Poly is different for everybody. Just bottom line is that I know that I'm capable of giving a lot of love to more than one person, and still loving each of them uniquely and individually and specially. Anyway. But I'm also a hopeless romantic, too. So, like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, you would think that I'd be better at talking to people and making connections and stuff. And I am, to some degree. But when a cute guy gets involved, I get just so flustered, right? It's like, feel like a kid hiding behind his mom's legs, like, at the store or something, right? Oh my. Dating is hard. And weird. I'm gonna run out of balls. I should be able to go buy more. Actually, you know what we might do? Ooh. If I go battle the Elite Four, that would end my catch combo, wouldn't it? Because I kind of want to battle the Elite Four to get more cash, to buy more balls. But if that ends the catch combo, it completely nullifies the whole point of everything we've been doing. Okay. You were not supposed to get out of the ball. You know that? How dare you? What? You ran away? Does that match up a catch combo? We're about to find out. Because if that messed up our catch combo, we might just call this a moot hunt and start over. Okay, let's see what it tells us. Alrighty. Alright, it wasn't for naught. We played. We had fun, right? We chatted. It was good. It doesn't have to be Bellsprout today. We can search for something else. And actually, let's decide together what to search for. So what I'm going to do... Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Oops. We're going to save. And... we're going to switch games. Okay. And if I had... there it is. I'm sliding all around. I know. Bummer. But we'll decide what to get in Violet here. And plus, I know I've posted this on social media before, but I can show y'all my incredibly femboy trainer. So the nice thing about Scarlet and Violet is that these games have both the Sandwich Trick and the Mass Outbreaks. Now, the Mass Outbreaks, we're going to do an Arceus 2, although at this point, just because now we're over an hour and a half into the stream, I don't think we're going to get to Arceus today. Let me change the category of the stream quick. Violet. Perfect. Done. Okay. The thing I did, too, I wanted to make this a super casual stream for the first one back. I didn't want to do anything too, like, crazy. Oh, okay, first of all, here's my trainer, y'all. What do you think of him? Isn't he adorable? Oops. Actually, I think if I do... not that. I do... I think it's this. You can get a good picture. Just look at him. He's coming. Right? There he is. Look at him. He's so cute! I try to do the gayest trainers ever. Look at just... I didn't program in those hand motions. Those are natural. You can't tell me that this isn't programmed to be a femboy. Alright, let's connect to Wi-Fi just in case. No, wait. If I push the right button, that would help. Oh! We can show you guys a few cool things, too. Okay, we are now connected to the internet. Okay, first things first. Ooh, let's sneak around some, y'all. Let's sneaky sneak. Now, There's my shiny Luxray. And I slide down the mountain. Alright, come back, shiny Luxray. Them boys are the future, I tell you what. I love this. I have multiple of this. Actually, wait. I haven't shown this off yet. Okay. So, we saw earlier what I did online, or on home. Let me show you how crazy I am. This is a spreadsheet to track all my shinies. And this category right here is so anything that is highlighted in pink is ones I have. And the number is how many of them I have. And this spreadsheet goes the whole way down. Including the one Pokemon I have. Actually, let me see if I can... Anybody know which Pokemon I have the most shinies of? Anybody want to guess? I like Pokemon. What can I say? They're so cute. I may not always agree with Nintendo Company or Pokemon Company, but the base of these creatures I love. And like my most favorite Pokemon plushie is not even from Pokemon Company. It's an independent artist. And I'm sure they will make an appearance in one of these videos. Okay, so the Pokemon that I have the most shinies of is Eevee. And the biggest thing here is, yes, that is, you're reading that right, that is 22 shinies. They're mostly from Pokemon Go. But this is also 22 shiny Eevees after having evolved into Vaporeon, into Jolteon, into Flareon, into Sylveon, into Umbreon, etc., etc. I want nuts on this. And I don't care. Honestly, it's fun. And I kind of want to just fill up my shiny decks now. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to keep doing. So, look. Sleepy. Sleepy cutie. Okay. Let's pick who we want to shiny hunt, y'all. Okay. Let's get a big look at who is here. So, there is Shroodle. So, I could shiny hunt another Shroodle, but I do need a Shroodle. I have Grafaiai, but I need to catch a second Shroodle, so I have a Shroodle. Dunsparce, I already have. Lechonk, I have. Azurill, I might not have, but I don't know. I think that's a shiny hunt in water. We might do Azurill. We can think about it. Happiny... I could do Happiny, because I do have shiny Chansey, but not shiny Happiny. I definitely don't have Phanpy. What does shiny Phanpy look like? Let's see what else we got. Ekans... No, let me stay zoomed in. Got Ekans, we got... Shinx I don't need. Alright, let's see what's going on in Blueberry. Vibrava I have. Gosh darn it, why are all these, like, outbreaks things I have? I think we might do the... Phanpy then. Tentacruel. I have Tentacool. And I have Minccino. I have Piplup. I think we're going to do shiny Phanpy. So let's fly to the desert. And I'm going to update this. Shiny Phanpy. What does shiny Phanpy look like? It's boring. Oh man. Okay. It's just a lighter color, so this is not going to be an easy hunt. But let me let me do yoink. Goodbye, Bellsprout. Let's replace you with Phanpy. Do 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 do. Oh, there we go. You come down here. We'll resize you. Okay, that's what we're looking for, everybody. Looking for this little elephant guy. Okay. I'm gonna put a marker here where this is. And then figure out what the shiny sandwich I need to make is. You know, this game got a lot of crap for how it looked and how it performed, and I think a lot of it wasn't super deserved. Like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest, like, it wasn't like the smoothest thing on the face of the earth, but I thought it was still fun and a great, like, leap forward from what was in the last gen. Because if anybody who played Sword and Shield, this is a vast improvement over Sword and Shield. Now, I liked Sword and Shield. Let me get that straight. I liked Sword and Shield. But you didn't really have caves, you didn't really have, like, the wild area loaded weird. This game did a lot of improvements upon that. Alright, so let me figure out what shiny sandwich for ground type. Shiny sandwich for ground type would be, we need, which herbas? Okay, ground. And Phanpy is just plain ground type, right? Like, solo ground? Yeah, pure ground type. That's what I thought. Flying ground, I need. Okay. I see what I need to do. Okay. Let's make a sandwich. And we'll go into creative mode. Okay, according to this, I need 2 ham, 1 prosciutto, 1 green pepper, 1 red pepper, and any 2 herbas. Which will go spicy and bitter, because those are the 2 that I have the most. Don't you want things to be spicy and bitter? And we'll put a... what do I got here? Fiery... oh, a Magmar pick. We'll put the Smiling Eevee. This is my first sandwich for streaming. Actually, I think this might be my first sandwich on stream, period. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put the prosciutto on first. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of making me want, like, you know what I could go for is, like, an Italian hoagie for lunch, right? With, like just, like, prosciutto and salami and oil and vinegar and... oh, that does sound good. I am waiting until the stream is over to eat lunch, which might be one of the things that helps determine when the stream actually ends. Is when I just get too dang hungry and I just have to eat. Okay, I think I lost 1 pepper, but I think that's okay. I think. Yes, yes. Yes! We did it! We made a sandwich! I am thinking of, just because, like, I went to the grocery store this weekend and I'm trying to be a good boy and save money, but... this is a day to celebrate. This is my first stream back and connect with people. So I'm thinking maybe I'll treat myself to something really nice for lunch afterwards, especially since I won't be eating it for another little bit. But that shot always gets me. Like, look at my legs, because I've got tights on. Like, I love my boy. He's so cute. Honestly, I feel like I endeavor to look more like my trainer. Okay, so we have all of this. Look at this for ground type. So now, when I put this away... oh yeah, here's my party, by the way, everybody. You've got Shiny Articuno, Shiny Decidueye, Shiny Luxray. We've got Zapdos, Blaziken, who went running off, and Skeledirge that I was boosting up. Oh, and my Miraidon there, too. Anyway, let's finish. Oops, nope, pack up and go. That button. Okay. Now, the Shiny Sandwich will make more spawns of ground-type Pokemon, and there's already a Phanpy Outbreak here, so the two combined give me much more ability. Now, one thing you can do, which is what I'm going to do, because this is one of those ones where the shiny we're looking for is not that big in color differentiation from the regular, is I'm actually sending out Luxray to knock out a bunch of these, because they were smart when they made this game. When they made this auto battle functionality where you can have your Pokemon automatically go out and battle, it will not do that to a shiny. It'll stop short of doing it to a shiny. So this helps me to eliminate some of these extra ones, especially at first. And the reason Luxray is my main one here is so I can paralyze them to make them easier to catch. This is really gonna be tough, this one, isn't it? I don't understand these where they make the Pokemon so, like, where they make the shiny look so much like the regular. Like, shiny hunting a Slowpoke? Forget it. Forget it. Okay. At least here we're getting, like, see, here's the big difference. Like, this is where I thought it would be interesting, too, to see this stuff on Violet, because look at how long I had to go to get spawns of Bellsprout in that last game. Here, I've got how many spawns already? The one thing I wish they did, because in this game, in Arceus, they made it such that you, like, there would be a big sparkle and a noise when a shiny appeared. But they got rid of that in this game, and I'm like, why? I don't like that. I want it to be easy to recognize them. This is messing with me because I keep thinking I'm seeing a shiny, and obviously that wasn't a shiny. They look too similar. Let me see something real quick, because that was a quick. Let me go to Cerebi quick. Because Cerebi is your best bet for the sprites on this. Nope, 100%. That is the right sprite. Okay. Aw, thank you, Nova Rose. You are awesome. Shout out to Nova Rose again for being an amazing person. And thank you for joining us. I honestly, anybody who can tune in while they can is great. I don't expect people to be able to stay here for hours upon hours. Trust me, I can't do that. Most of my weekdays is, Shinobu, who was here earlier, a great friend of mine, also does streaming, and does streaming on weekdays primarily, like during the day, which actually makes a fantastic, way for me to, have some background noise while I'm working. I'm either listening to a vinyl record, usually, or tuning into Shinobu's stream, which is wonderful. It's great to have, like, a friend doing that. We have talked about, we're going to do some joint streaming at some point. It's just a matter of scheduling, because Shinobu primarily streams on weekdays while I'm at work. So, that's a little harder. like the dust storm is also making it harder because like it's making it less visible, right? I've lost. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. The number of the FAMP was starting to go down. That's what I wanted. Okay, because I think once you get that notice, I think your shiny odds are at max, is what I heard. I could be wrong on that. I'm not perfect. But basically, as long as that sandwich is active, we have it gives us half an hour of time where the odds are increased. And if I read right, if you do the right combination of things, you can get it to where you're... First of all, Pokemon odds used to be as high as 1 in 8,000 plus. Then it finally got down to 1 in 4,196, I want to say. There is a way in the... with everything, with making the sandwich, with going to an outbreak, with knocking out a few of them first, that gets your odds all the way down to 1 in 512, which is like the best odds they've ever been. Now, there's other methods for capturing shinies too. Masuda method and hatching, I will almost never do on stream because it's long and laborious and annoying, and it doesn't make for a fun stream. It's like, we're all looking at things here, and I'm actually stopping to look at them and catch them and such. Masuda method, I'm basically just doing nothing but running around in a circle. That's not fun for me to watch. I mean, it might be fun for you to watch me personally run around in circles. And then I'll get dizzy. And then I'll be a boy fail on the floor. Actually, that does sound kind of fun now. That actually sounds like a photo shoot waiting to happen. I kind of want to do that. We should do more of that. Oh, I didn't ask Rose if she got to see my my outfit before she tuned in. I'll have to ask her later. Because I love this outfit. I'm very happy with it. Oh, it's, you know what sucks though? Like, it finally got warm here. Like, I'm looking, according to my PC, it is 66 Fahrenheit outside, which I don't have the... Okay. So anybody who follows me on social media probably knows that I've mostly converted to Celsius by now. I just haven't done it on my computer yet. But, that being said, I can't do the conversion in my head. I just started getting accustomed to, you know, using Celsius to communicate with people, just because, I mean, now I have contacts from all over the world. And, I mean, hell, a couple of years ago, I freaking hosted Thanksgiving for 2 Germans. So, that's not shiny either. It looks like it would be. Oh! Fampy! Watch us catch nothing, which is fine. If we catch nothing, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just like... I'll feel anticlimactic more for y'all than me. Because I'm accustomed to going shiny hunting and catching nothing. That happens sometimes. I just really thought we'd catch stuff together, like, so I could show y'all catching shinies. Either way, this was meant to be fun, chill, just so we could sit here and chat. So it's not a big deal. And it does mean the next time we do a shiny hunting stream, we'll probably, honestly, either stick in Violet or do, help me out. Arceus, Legends Arceus. In fact, I'm pretty positive that's what we'll do. I've been debating doing a playthrough of Legend Arceus, but that's going to be a down the road. My plan is the weekend streams. Yeah, exactly. Streams are just fun to hang out with. Like, I don't go to streams to see people play games good. And honestly, when I mess up, I think it's probably more entertaining than when I'm doing good. I remember, a good example is, so I tried to do a Nuzlocke run a couple years back of Heart Gold, I think it was. And oh my gosh, by the time that I whited out, like I lost my entire party. And it was just like everybody I think was getting entertained by just like my reactions to just the insanity that kept happening. Yeah. And honestly, like, I'm not looking to use this as a platform to get big either. Like, for me, this is more about community than anything else. My hope is that I can get something coming out of this, just so I have a second stream of revenue in my life, because it's not like I have a lot of money. And I like to buy pretty clothes and make cute outfits and then show them off on the internet, you know? And to do fun things online. So I'm hoping that, you know, I can get something coming in from that. And I'm gonna probably open up the Patreon, I think, at some point for that, but I haven't figured out 100% what to do with that. Because I don't have a lot of, like, exclusive content stuff to be like, here, this is what you're paying for. But I have some. So I have a couple of old... Flittle, get away, I'm not shy. That sounded rude to me. Flittle, go away. Whoops. No! I hit the wrong button. It embraced itself for a move that can't affect it. That's funny. Okay. But anyway. But yeah, I would love to get something. I have a couple of old panels that I cannot upload to YouTube. Like, me and YouTube over copyright is insane, because anybody who looks at my stuff will know that I am like the literal definition of fair use in my content. I have talked about pop culture with social science and how we can learn lessons from this and what shows to be watching, and I'm like, then I get like a copyright strike, and I'm like, I'm literally doing the definition of fair use. So we have issues. My biggest issues come with anything anime related, because Japan doesn't have the same laws as us. So when things get copyright claimed from a Japanese studio, it gets really hard to fight. So I have at least one, if not two, Pokemon panels that YouTube I cannot show. Like, they're blocked. They got blocked when I tried to show them on YouTube. And, whoops, wrong button. I wanted to see how long I have left on my sandwich. Oops. Wrong button. Is it this one? No. I thought it was that. No. Okay, so it's not that. Is it this? No, this is... That's the camera. So it is this button. Oh, there we go. I have 16 minutes left. Okay. 16 minutes left of the hunt. That is one of the things about this, too, is, like, your hunt is literally timed. But anyway, yeah, so I have those Pokemon panels, and I have a Kill a Kill panel. And the Kill a Kill panel is one of my favorite ones that almost nobody has ever seen. It's from 2020. And that's why nobody ever saw it, because it was supposed to debut at an anime convention in 2020, in March of 2020. We were all in lockdown then. Now, I streamed it online, but, like, almost nobody saw it. So I was all like, okay, I'll put it on YouTube, but it got instantly blocked. The second it was uploaded, it got blocked. And it is dependent on the clips, you know? The panel is very dependent upon the clips from the show to sell the point. Because I'll tell you, the panel is called, / video, I guess, is now what it is, essentially, is, it's called Kill a Kill When Fan Service Isn't. And basically, it talks about the whole concept of it is looking at that anime in terms of that the nudity aspects are not there just to be nudity. They're actually there for storytelling. So to call it fan service is doing it an injustice. And how you can use something like stripping away the layers of your clothes and stripping away the layers of your soul and opening yourself up to tell a story. Anyway, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And almost nobody's seen it. So those are things I could upload to the Patreon, though, and be like, hey, give me $1 a month and I'll give you access to the things that are not there. Also, the other thing on there is the outtakes from when we did Sat AM Club. I have like 25 or so outtake videos that I can, that is what I used when I had the Patreon open before. That's what I used as a bonus, and I can do that again. So I'm thinking if that sounds interesting to people, like it's not much, but it's something. I can't do a lot in early access now just because I'm going to primarily focus on streaming before I start making videos again. But the other thing, too, is y'all know I love fucking, yeah, pardon my French, sorry. I use fuck as a filler word sometimes. I just like the word fuck. What can I say? It doesn't make me a bad person. So, like, I was going somewhere with this. This is what happens, too, is I lose my train of thought. I get so into these things. Anyway, so Sat AM Club. Let's talk about Sat AM Club. So Sat AM Club, by the way, and if people want to see, so I have 2 YouTube channels now. The main one, and then the one I just started that's going to be specifically for VODs for this. But if you go to my main one, you can see a full season of Sat AM Club, which we had shot the season 2 premiere of Sat AM Club, and it's gone. It got lost when my PC died. My last PC died, unfortunately. And it sucks because we watched, what did we watch for that? We watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon. And it was my first time seeing either. Oh, Sat AM, I should explain what Sat AM Club is. So if anybody who hasn't seen it, Sat AM Club is a show where we would, I would pick a theme, and mostly it was a year. And we would select 2 to 3 old Saturday morning cartoons from that year or that fit that theme. And we would watch them and then immediately record a discussion of our reaction to them. And our discussions would go into all kinds of places because we would basically talk about, does it hold up? How does it look? Like, are there problematic things? Yada yada. What does this mean? And we would also look at the advertising. We'd actually watch the old ads. I can't tell you how many McDonald's ads I've seen now from the 80s and the 90s with the old Ronald McDonald and gang. So so anyway, these are all up on YouTube. There's 9 or 10 of them. I can't remember how many actually made it up to quote unquote to air or to on the website. But it's one of the most fun things I've ever done, and I loved it. And I've mostly been able to stick away from copyright claim just because most of the stuff that I'm doing for it is not, a lot of people aren't worried about the 80s Saturday morning cartoons that only lasted for 1 season. A lot of people aren't challenging when I use clips of that. You know what I mean? Plus, I try to keep them short to try to keep it from getting the bots to pull me down. But anyway, I've been thinking now that I have a PC again, I can do Sat AM Club again, and it's fun. But I have an idea, and I haven't decided yet. And part of this is going to be about what kind of a community we build here. Is I've thought about, instead of running Sat AM Club as a show, running it on a Discord server. And basically invite y'all into this Discord server. And every weekend, maybe, or like, you know, progressively, or like a couple times a month, we'd hold this to Sat AM Club, and I'll pick a couple or take requests for old Saturday morning cartoons, and we'll watch them and we'll hang out and talk about them. And I think that might be a fun idea. I need to build up a base first. Also, it's I'm not gonna lie, there was something daunting about me about heading a Discord server again. For the, like, that is just open up to people to join. Like, I know I will have the ability to ban anybody I wanted to and kick out all the problem people, but, like, I had to spend so much of the last year or two refinding myself and getting okay with interacting with people. And you know how sometimes some people can be online, and I don't want to have to be that guy dealing with all that shit usually. But I think if we get a good community, we're only inviting members from here, from the space, from the community, you know, and maybe the Blue Sky and such. And the Blue Sky is a little more challenging just because, like, I know there are some people who, when I open up things, like, I just hope people get that. How do I put it? I'm lewd but wholesome, right? Like, I'm lewd, but I am a sweetie at my core. So, like, if I do this, the server's not for people to come in and be lewd, you know? That's the big thing that I want to make sure people get. Because if I do that, I want it to be open for literally everybody. Because this is for everybody. Like, I'm a femboy and I want to be a big part of our community. But that's not what I'm specifically here for. I'm here to have a community. Let's watch some lewd tunes. Hey, we can do that. Oh my god. You know what we could do? I need to find out the name of it. But there's that cartoon show that was, like, actually, like, teaching adult topics that came out. I forget what country it was. Oh, and it was a few years ago. But I'd never actually seen it. I just heard about it, and I saw, like, a little snippet of it. But I bet you we could watch, like, the full thing and, like, comment on it. That actually sounds like so much fun. Oh my god, yes it does. It's time for lewd tunes. Lewd tunes. You know what? What I might do. Okay, I like this idea. Now that you bring up, it's the lewd tunes made me think of the song that I just did. Because I also, if people haven't realized this, I love riffing. Like riff tracks, MST3K, that's my shiz. I have, I've been part of riffing films on stage. It's weird when I talk about this stuff because I think sometimes people, I just hope people don't get the sense like I'm just talking myself up like I'm king shit. It's not that. I got to do some cool shit. Wait. Got it! We got it! We got it! Okay. Pokeball. Do I have any quick balls? I have a quick ball. Yes. Use. Okay, I'm glad. Like, I've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff, and I'm very proud of the work that I've gotten to do. Like, KFM was the best thing that I've ever done with my life. And, yay, look at this. We got a new shiny Fampy. Wasn't even what I was hunting, y'all. This is, well, wasn't planning to hunt today. See Fampy summary. Let's check out how good you are. Oh, I got it. Oh, that's right. I gotta view that. And, okay. Give me a second. Let's take a look at Stampy in the boxes. But do you see how little of a difference that was between them? That was ridiculous, right? Oh, no. I don't want my bag. I want my boxes. Let's go to Fampy in the boxes, which is right here. No, wait. Oh, that's how. Okay, that's how. It's good stats. It's not bad. Special attack is best, but I think I want to say Fampy's a physical attacker, so that's not going to really do me much good. I mean, I can always do other things. And yes, all of these are shiny in here. Greninja's a really cool shiny. I love the black shiny for Greninja. What's another really cool one in here? No. What's a cool one to show? I like Flygon shiny. It's a little different. It's a little muted color palette-wise, but I like it. Chandelure is really cool, too. Look at that! Look how badass that is! Skeppy Skeptile. And King Gambit looks cool with the blue instead of the red. I'm all about that. Okay. Oh, I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time. 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes left, so I'm going to keep doing this for the other 4 minutes just in case we get a second. Because if we get a second, then we can make a Dawn fan. Ah, this is so exciting. At least we got one. We got one today. Yeah. Bum, bum, ba, da, da. Okay. Back to what I was saying. So, yeah. You know, keeping Friendship Magic, you know, KFM. And going around the convention scene and doing what I did was the greatest thing I ever did for my life. It gave me confidence. It taught me that I like being a performer. I like being a public speaker. It's funny to me because it's like if you followed me online, you know that I'm just going to call it, I have some things that I deal with in my mental health that are not exactly that's not shiny, right? Okay, no. So I'm very vocal about my battles with anxiety and depression. And part of the reason that I'm very open about it is especially because when I got some success in life, I kind of felt like it was important for me to be open about it because I don't think I got to see enough people when I was younger talk about that stuff. And no, okay. The lighting is playing tricks with me. So I like to talk about it because I want people to see that, yes, other people do deal with this. And yes, they can get through it, and so can you. That's my whole thing. And I don't know, like, sometimes I worry that I annoy people online, you know, they're like, I'm being woe is me, and come please give me, you know, say nice things about me. And sometimes I'm a little bit like that, I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes I do feel like really down on myself, and I really need just somebody to say, hey, you know, you're a cutie, or hey, you were really sweet to me, or hey, I appreciate you being around. And that's all I need. But KFM was multiple things. A lot of it was me learning about social science in college and finding a way to deal with my own mental health and getting okay with the world. And then right after that, joining the Brony community, learning about all these other great series with all these wonderful messages, and going, oh my god, I can combine this with science and bring it into the real world, and we can be closer together as people. Holy shit. And people liked it, you know? I presented at, I don't know what the number is. It's over 60 conventions, I think, is the last number. I lost track of how many panels I've done over the years. It's ridiculous. But it's awarded me so much, you know? I got to the point where I was a featured guest, where people wanted to come to my stuff to see me, where I had a bit of a following. And not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking cool, but at the same token, it was always like, little old me? Who? Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I was asked for my autograph and a picture, that was like the most surreal moment, because I could not believe it. Was like, you want my autograph? Mine. I'm just me, I'm nobody. But they liked what I had to say, and they bought into it, and they got it. And that made me feel like, more than anything, it's when people come up to me and tell me they appreciate what I had to say, or that it touched them, or it affected them, or made them think about things in a new way, that's what does it for me. That's like, I could have an orgasm right there from that. It's like you think sex is great? Have somebody tell you that you made a difference in their life. That is, all I ever want. And, anyway. So it's been weird, though, because, you know, things obviously happened. I've been vocal about the, you know, the attacks that happened and everything, and that kind of drove me away from the fandom. But that's okay, because I'm not defined by a fandom, and that's why I really want to loop everything through here and making community here. Is community here, it's my community. It's not based on something else or some structure somebody else made. We'll do this here. We'll do this through the various channels, and so we connect and we stay connected, and it's not because some losers at some convention did something that it just breaks down everything down. I'm not going to have that anymore. And I still love Pony, and I still love everything I did back then. And let's face it, KFM was never just Pony. I did everything on the Pony scene, but I also did a Steven Universe convention, multiple anime conventions. God, I even presented on BoJack Horseman. Okay? So that's all still part of me and things I want to do. But the more and more I think about, like, I want to give people access to this stuff, too. So it's tough because I want to get back into doing more of this stuff, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't know. I feel like we're going to find it out as we go, like, the differences between, how we can do things, you know? Like, what it's going to look like now. Because I want to build this not just on what I want, which it will be primarily what I want, but what works for y'all. Because this is not just me. This is our community here. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Was there anything else we thought about? Azurill we thought about, right? And I think I have a shiny Azumarill, but that's it. Dratini I don't need. Shroodle is a hard one. Dunsparce I don't need. Lechonk I don't need. Do I need Weasel? Hang on. Guys, we're gonna consult the chart. The chart is here. Okay. So, what was I looking for? Weasel. No, not VB. B-U-I-Z. Okay. According to this, I have a Floatzel, but not a Weasel. So, I think that means we will hunt. Let me go back to switch. I think we'll do one more. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. So I think we'll do one more shiny hunt, and we'll hunt Weasel. What I'm going to do here, so that's going to be about half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another bio break. Sorry, guys. I have to pee. But it'll be super quick, I promise. And, let me get to my Twitch controls. So I'll put it on the BRB stream. I'll run a minute of ads, and I'll be right back, okay? See y'all in a sec. Alright, note to self. Gotta remember to put the volume back on the music. Go away. Alright, so we're done with the Phanpy hunt. So let's take Phanpy out and let's add Weasel, shall we? Image. Weasel. I have a feeling this hunt might be in the water. And if that's the case, this is going to be an interesting hunt, y'all. So this is what we're looking for. It's a little bit jaundiced. Man. Okay. So, I'm back home. Oh, you know what? Let's go say hi to Mom while we're here, shall we? Alright. Hi, Mom. Do you ever move from this spot? Oh, good to have you home, Nibiru. Oh yeah, Nibiru is my name in this game. I make interesting different trainer names depending on something I'm very interested in at the time. Nibiru comes from The Legend of Zelda, by the way. So, just fun facts. Your Pokemon are looking a bit weary, though. Why don't you have a nice rest together? Oh, that's right, she heals my Pokemon. Not that I don't think I really needed it. There you are. A nice long nap is all a body needs to feel ready for more adventure, right? Doesn't matter whether you're a person or a Pokemon, we'll all need to take time to rest. Okay. So let me put a marker on the map so make sure we get to the right spot. Now. We're going to need to go to the edge here, it looks like. So, here's what we're going to do. Let's get on Miraidon. Jump over here. Now, we found the mass outbreak of Weasel, it says, but I think they're down in the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our sandwich up here on land, because I don't think we can do a picnic in the middle of the sea. Nope, not enough space. Okay, give me a second here. How about here? Is this enough space? Okay, how about here? No. Alright. Let's go back up here, apparently. Come on, give me a good spot. Here. Can I do it here? Wait! Let me host a picnic! Oh my gosh! Okay, you know what? There. We'll have it here on Poco Path. Finally! Okay. And my sandwich needs to be cucumber and 2 salty. Too salty. Sounds like a guy I've swallowed before. Oh, I am gonna have to make this mature before long, aren't I? I don't think I'm that bad. I said it was cucumber and 2 salties, right? Yeah. Can I mention, like, what would this sandwich be like to eat? Just cucumber and whatever Herba Mystica is, but it's salty. It's like the essence of salty flavor, right? What would that even taste like? Salty cucumber and nothing else on bread. Like, I like cucumber. Don't get me wrong. And I like cucumber on sandwiches, but just like, I think I need something else to accentuate? Accompany? I don't know. Some word like that. Yay, sandwich. All done. Do 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 do. Just love that every time. Oh, that is Shiny Blaziken. I couldn't remember if I had my Shiny in this game or not. That makes one of the hard things, is like I made that whole thing for Shinies on, like the spreadsheet, because one of the reasons is, like, I have Pokemon in so many different games. Like, a lot of my shinies I put air into Violet, but then I started making that whole thing of the shiny decks in Pokemon Home, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need to track where these things are to know if I actually have them or not. And it's still annoying to try to figure out. Alright. Here goes nothing, y'all. We are looking for jaundiced Weasel. That is regular Weasel. So we're looking for Weasel who should be on The Simpsons, is what we're looking for, okay? Now, the one interesting thing about this, too, is we might get, since we are in the water, and as you can see, we've got Arrokuda, and we've got, what do you call it? We got Arrokuda here, we've got Magikarp splashing around. So we could end up with an incidental shiny of a different kind. I don't need another shiny Magikarp, but I certainly would not mind a shiny Arrokuda if that happened. I will say, I don't usually like shiny hunting in the water because, as you can see, you gotta look for a lot of these species, like any of the ones that are more predominantly fish species in particular. You gotta look down under the water to see, is it normal or shiny? Okay. Here we go. Nope, normal Magikarp. See, like, I've done shiny hunts where I've gotten a shiny, like, right away within the first couple of minutes. And then I've also done... What was that? That was coming after me. Was that just a Buizel? Okay. Like, watch me not be so focused on Buizel. Like, that's my fear. Is we'll be so focused on Buizel that we'll miss a different shiny. And then we won't notice until somebody points it out in the VOD. Like, that happened to a streamer that I follow. And I saw it and I was like, oh, I felt so bad for him. Like, Violet's a relatively easy game to catch shiny hunt. But I just wish it did the bling, where it made the noise and had the big sparkle when it spawned. And was on screen. It doesn't really have that here. Okay, Arrokuda looks normal. Magikarp. One thing that I do want to do, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm waiting until I have... Oh, that was Buizel coming. I do love when he does the tails like a propeller, like Tails the Fox, you know? Oh, why am I not doing... I should be sending Luxray after these things. It's easy. It's harder on water to do that. I should get something. Yeah, I guess I really can't. Let me look at my party. Because maybe what I could do is... I think I could send out Jolteon to take care of them instead. Where's my Jolteon? There we go. Okay. Because Jolteon can swim. As soon as I can reposition... No, stop chasing me! I want to... Like, stop chasing me and let me sick this Pokemon after you. You're going down now. Okay, I gotta tell y'all. Can we... Just, look at Jolteon. Look at Jolteon doing the cute little doggy paddle. It's a little doggy paddle in the water. It's so cute. Ah, I love it so much. Also, you gotta wonder about the effects, let's say, of having a battle in the water with lightning. I think Thunderbolt should probably kill everything in the water.
Meow, meow, meow! Hi, Scorpy!
Welcome to our Buizel hunting. We're looking for Jaundice Buizel right now. The one that you see pictured next to my model. We've got all the regular Buizels right now who are trying to fuck with me, but we're gonna fuck with that. What am I doing? I keep getting sidetracked, y'all. I said it was gonna have Jolteon knock out these imposters, and, yeah. Ow. Okay, come on. You're gonna go. I do feel like this is where the game seems sloggy. Is in these moments. Come on. Thank you. And then you go away. Go away. Sweet. I keep trying to avoid all these other ones, is the thing, and I'm just like, feel like I'm delicately balancing here, like, ooh, do I step here this way, or do I step that way? What are you? Oh, it's a Wingull. No, Aracuda, don't. Eric. Oh, that's okay. You're allowed to wash your car. I'll forgive you. Well, I guess that I take it means that it's a nice enough day for you to wash your car out there, which is good. I mean, I was talking about this earlier. It's 66F here. I don't have my computer set up to Celsius, unfortunately. But, like, it actually is nice, but I'm watching. The wind is insane outside. Like, I'm watching the branches outside just go nuts. So, we'll see what I do afterwards, because I think I'm going to go for food, because I was saying earlier, actually, what do I want for food? I need to figure out. This is my first stream back. It's a nice day. I kind of feel like I deserve a treat for myself, but I don't know what. What kind of foods do I deserve? A part of me is thinking sushi, but I don't know. Sushi sounds yummy. That sandwich idea sounded good too, but because I could go down and get a sub. There's a nice local sub place down the street. Like, I love when I can support local businesses, especially like a good local restaurant or food establishment. It's nice. Sandy as fuck. Aww. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, sand in your lungs. Ew. Screw that. Will you... What? That's not... How did that... That's weird. Oh, that's why I did it wrong. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong R trigger. That's one of my things about Switch. Yeah, you're not wrong. The local sub place does seem like me. Local subs are in your area. Honestly, we need to get more cute boys at my gym is what we need. There's not enough. There's a couple, and most of them seem like... Okay, so I was at the gym the other day, right? And I went in the locker room. And the first thing I see is there's a couple guys there, and one of them is fine and shirtless and, like, talking to his friend and looking in the mirror. And I walk past, and I'm all like, and I kind of give a look over. And then I go back to the bathroom, and then as I come back, I'm, like, listening to them, their chatter. And I realize, like, oh, God, these are, like, super straight frat bro guys. And, like, all attraction was lost to this guy. What sort of subs are we talking? I mean... What does it mean when a sub eats a sub? Is that, like, Subception? I mean, they are both edible. You're not wrong. I'll eat a sub. I'll eat a sub and a dom. I don't care. You're not jaundiced enough. Okay. Like, some of this, I feel bad, because, like, I have to, like, I'm, like, looking in on the screen and being like, are you faint enough? And these Aracuda are getting annoying. If you're going to attack me, be shiny at least. If I do a sub, what kind of sub do I want? And don't just say a sloppy one. Okay, I know what I could do. Like, I have beer here, but I could... See, I don't know if I want to walk. Because this is my day off from the gym. So I could go walk down to the brewery. They should be open today. But that's like a 35 to 40 minute walk, and then each way. And I'm kind of want to rest from the gym days, so I'm like, I don't know if I really want that, you know? But there is a sub place right there. So I could get a sub and a pint. Ooh, that's tempting. Sub and a pint sounds like a perfect night out, doesn't it? Actually, for me, a dom and a pint. But you know what I mean. I mean, they don't have to be dom. It would be Subception. If I ate it in a submarine. You know that is a running gag in the Navy. That has to be, right? That has to be a running gag in the Navy. There's gotta be guys fucking and saying to each other, like, you're my sub in the sub. Do I have it in me to do that walk? I mean, I am really hyped, though, because this stream has gone so fucking well. You guys have been the best. Yes, the chat doesn't work on screen yet, but that I'm fixing off screen. I'm not going to waste y'all's time while I fix that. You guys have been awesome as an audience, and I am going to keep it as entertaining as I can. As I just go around murdering creatures, right? Come watch me murder creatures and catch the one that looks slightly different than the other. It's kind of fucked when you think about, like, the realities of Pokemon. When you put them into the real world, they're so fucked. Like, so you have animals battle each other. You go around at 10. You leave home at 10, go out on your own with no supervision, and are sent literally into the woods. In almost every game, the woods is like your first area you have to go through, where you will be attacked by creatures you've never seen before. Like, it's kind of fucked. Oh, and if you dare to meet eyes with another trainer, your animals have to fight each other. Doesn't matter if you want to or not. They have to fight one another. That is one of the things in this game, I will say, is it hasn't really been that way in the newer games, or in Scarlet and Violet. I think you had to actually go and talk to them. Which is, like, that's how it should be. Because otherwise I feel like I'm getting fucking jumped by a guy with his level 5 Weedle, right? Like, I'm sorry, little youngster Joey with your little bug. You are not exactly somebody I worry about jumping me in the forest, but you're trying to do it anyway. One of you be shiny already. How long have I had this sandwich going? 16. Okay. We got 16 minutes left. So we're only about halfway through. And the last one we got, what, about 22, 23 minutes into the sandwich is when we got the last one? We did catch a shiny earlier. Only one so far today. But we did catch a shiny Phanpy earlier. This is probably going to be the last one, because it's going to take us right till, I think, 2 o'clock. So we'll do a small in-person segment, and then we'll probably call the stream after that. But, man, this has gone for a few hours. This has been fun and wonderful. And, oh, and I'm gonna show you guys what, or I'm gonna tell you guys what the schedule for next week looks like. We're gonna do, my plan is I'm gonna stream both days next weekend. Usually I'm probably only gonna do one weekend day, just so I keep a day for myself. But I think the nature of what we're doing next weekend, we're gonna do both days, because next weekend is Smasher Pass weekend. We're gonna go through the entire Pokédex, the entire thing, including all forms, megas, gender difference. Gender differences. Yes, kind of. I mean, we're gonna focus on males because that's what I like. But you know, I mean, I don't have any problem. Like, I'm gay. I like dick. That being said, I almost married a trans woman, so obviously there's some flexibility in there, but I like dick. Dick. Hi, I like dick. Anyway. I'm just like, I'm waiting. One of these days, somebody will come into my stream that came to one of my panels years ago. One of my, like, really more wholesome panels. Wholesome all ages panels will come into my stream just when I'm saying things like, I love dick. It's gonna happen. And I'm kind of curious to see what'll happen that day. I've decided, because the other thing too, here was the thing I wanted to talk about in this stream, is, okay, so I think I spent way too many years of my life trying to kind of separate, like, my adult side from, like, my, and an all-ages side. And I still do, I have 2 blue skies, but I think only just because, out of necessity, right? Like, I don't like it, but I need to have, like, I want all of me to be who I am and what I'm streaming and what people see and how we communicate. I want people to get a little bit of me. And me is all, you know, is sweet and loving and kind and wholesome and also lewd and naughty and adult. It's like I am all of that. I'm not just one thing. So there's going to be, I want to show all sides of me and combine it together, which is kind of, like I said, like why I'm big about leading on making community out of the streaming and the blue sky community and stuff, and we keep building it from here. Because then the community is based on the people who are real and like me for me and not just, you know, part of me. Because I am not just one thing. I am all of me. Enter Shadow the Hedgehog, right? If there's one thing I can do, it's make a really random reference that only like 1 or 2 people will get. Oh, we are gonna have fun though. So yeah, Smasher passes next week, and we're gonna go through everything. And like I said, I invited friends. Now they're not gonna be there for the whole thing. I don't think we're gonna like. It's gonna be kind of a drop-in thing with my friends. I basically said, you know, hey, we have like 1,300. Like, I have a spreadsheet for this. There's over 1,300 lines on the spreadsheet to go through for this weekend. So that's why it's a weekend and not a day. I think we're going to do it spread out between both Saturday and Sunday, and we'll probably intersperse it with actually doing maybe some new Pokemon Snap, take some pictures of the Pokemon we just talked about fucking. All that. I'm glad we're doing it, because, like, I planned on doing a Smasher Pass stream, like, 3 years ago. And, I'm so glad we waited, because I have become that much more of a furry since then. And my eyes have opened up to saying much more Smashes than before. Like, because I know that this stream is coming up. So I've been, like, progressively I've been playing as certain Pokemon come up. I'm just like... yeah, I think I'd smash. Like, I'm planning it out already. Now, during the week, we're gonna do some longer play streams at, like, probably 2 to 2.5 hour long streams during the week, just because, you know, I have to be a working boy, and I have life. And I want to go to the gym and do all these things. So, during the week, I have 2 games lined up that we're going to start this week on weekdays. And one of those is Fanboy Friday, by the way, because I think I want to stream on... Stream. I want to stream. On Fanboy Fridays when I can, because it's Fanboy fucking Friday. Let's celebrate. But yeah. Wait. Kill. Okay. I sound horrible. You will be deceased. I have not gotten that notice nobody's seen that, right? Like that notice we got in the last shiny hunt that the amount spawning was running low, because that certainly hasn't popped up, and we have less than 10 minutes left. No, regular. Okay. Up. Hang on. Pause. Oh, okay, this will work. I gotta ban somebody. I gotta ban a bot. I gotta ban a bot. I gotta ban a bot. La 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 la. I gotta ban a bot. Hey! Come on, load. Connecting to chat, please. Okay. More messages below. Where'd it go? Did it automatically? Did you delete yourself? Did you get auto-modded? It might have gotten auto-modded. If it comes back, I'll look further. And I'll check after the stream's over to make sure it got, like, fully, you know, banned. I don't want to waste time on this last... I don't want to waste time. The second I say I don't want to waste time is when that comes up. Anyway, so we've got two... I've got two long play games we're going to start. And we'll kind of see how it goes. One of them I think is going to be a lot shorter than the other. And those I'm going to focus on the weekdays, but we might dip into the weekends. I don't know. We're going to see, and part of this is going to be based on what y'all want to see. Like, it's going to be what I want to stream, but, like, if I find out that the people who tune in on the weekends more want to see certain games or certain types of games, then I'll just play them on the weekend more. Like that. You see that? There's no way that every fish wouldn't be dead around us, right? Every fish will die from the lightning. Even though we're chasing an otter right now. Okay. There's gotta be something. Femboy chases otters. That's a headline, and actually, you know what? Maybe that's what'll make the title of the VOD. Femboy chases otters in Pokemon game. Or Femboy chases otters in children's game.
Meow meow, Leela, Leela. Oh my God, seeing people.
So happy to see everybody. Okay. Like, I just want, like, this might have been a bad idea because it was in the water. I was nervous about this, and I think I was right to be nervous about this hunt. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. That's fine. I'll just, you know, we'll finish up with our in-person segment and be in good. Aw, there's love in the chat. I love to see it. Oh my God. It's hard to tell people this, but it's like, I love seeing people like, I love seeing people in love. It's just, it gives me so much fucking, like, joy and, like, hope for the world. Did it end? The meal's still going, but did anybody else see this? The outbreak ended. In the middle of my shiny hunt, the outbreak ended. Well, we have the sandwich going. We're still going to look here at water types, even though we don't have... We're primarily looking for Weasel. It might not happen at this point. Watch me get a frickin' shiny Wingull or something. When I already have several of them. That's the thing is... Like, okay, so for example, what is it? Yesterday. Yesterday I got a shiny Sawaddle in Pokemon Go. I already have, like, I already had enough of them that I gave an extra to a friend. So it's like, it's that habit of, like, it's that thing of, like, you can never predict who or where they're coming from and what they're going to be. So it's like, I get it, and I'm like, why? You thing that's so hard to find, why? Honestly, I think seafood could be good, right? Kind of make up for all, like, I'm just staring at all this water and these fish. I'm thinking maybe we do seafood. Seafood could be yummy. It's weird, like, I thought sushi, but I don't think I'm, like, craving sushi right now, which is weird because I'm almost always craving sushi. Freaking love sushi, right? Let me ask, chat, you into sushi? Or is that just a me thing? Because I'm a big fan. Now, granted, I am a cat boy. So, cats like to eat fish. It makes sense. Not really. That's fine. You don't have to be. I have different strokes for different folks. It's just like the way that I can't do dairy and everybody else loves it, you know? It's like, when somebody says they don't like something that I like, I'm just like, more from me. Fish and chips. Fish and chips is great. Oh, I was actually watching a video of somebody making a fish and chips recently. What was it? Babish was making a fish and chips and having Binging with Babish did a video where he was making, yes, it was making fish and chips and having it tested by actual British chefs, which was interesting to see. You do the same, Magic Pants. Yeah, I got in a culinary kick yesterday. I was watching that and the new Alton Brown video too, which I love Alton Brown because he explains the science and breaks down all that stuff. But my God, was he cooking with the craziest ass equipment? Oh my God, was it insane? He was cooking with freaking what do you call it? This conveyor belt oven that was made with old headlamps for concerts, for like rock concerts. It was insane. It was so cool. Definitely something that's not environmentally friendly. But it was really cool to see. I was saying earlier that if we get to a point, like, I might try to do some cooking stuff on stream, and definitely some drink mixing. I didn't do it today. Y'all missed earlier. Actually, I'll probably finish the shot when we're done. Because I still have a tiny... Do I still have some left? I have the tiniest swig of my shot left from earlier. I did a shot to start the stream. How much time? A minute and a half. But yeah, this one's... Okay, you know what? It didn't work out for this hunt, but that's fine. I did get a shiny earlier in the stream, so that was a success. So it's not like it was all for naught. Oh, I started to talk about this earlier and I didn't finish. So, drink making, yeah. Oh, I do tend to go heavy on the booze. I won't lie. I go heavy. And, people know a drink for me. It's like my coffee. I had a woman tell me one time that that my coffee was something that would put hair on her chest. So I do make my drink strong, but I can explain the regular recipe. That's not too bad, you know. So there's no more land. Do any more of this pop up here? Just in the water. Aww. Okay, Weasel, we tried. Not a big deal. Like I said, it wasn't an ultimate failure today. It was good. Not gonna lie, I would be curious to taste your cocktail, Scorpy. I'm kind of curious. I definitely, like, granted, I can't drink the way I used to just because of my meds, so it's like, part of the reason why I'm thinking about doing this too is it's like, if I make a drink on stream, that's like my little drinking allowance to make sure I don't, like, I won't sit here and make like 5 on stream. I'll only sit here and do 1. Because if I do 1, you know, if I sit down to stream, I'm not going to want to get up and get the supplies again and get the ice and do all this and all over. I'm going to want to keep streaming. So that kind of guarantees that I don't go overboard and mess with my, what do you call them, my meds too much. I think our time is over. Yep, our shiny sandwich has ended. The dolphin has returned. That is fine. So, but we'll save. And let me switch my... let me switch Jolteon back out, because I only had Jolteon leading the party because of being in the water. Alright. We'll save again. Oh, look at that. 201. Perfect! Freaking perfect, y'all. Freaking perfect. Alright, so before we get off of here, we're going to move our new shiny over to its new spot in the shiny decks. Let me just figure out what number Pokemon Phanpy is. Phanpy, no, Pokédex number, P-O-K-E. Thank you. I can spell good. 231. Okay. Here we go. Do 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 do. Okay, so 231. So let's find that box. 231 would be in this box. Nope, there's our new. Here's our new shiny Phanpy, y'all. So 216, 222, 228, 234, 33, 32, 31. Ta-da! A new addition to the box. And now we save. Ha 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 ha. Da, 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 da. All right. Let's do yoink. Hi again, everybody. Real quick, just because I think that everybody, the people who missed the beginning of the stream, I wanted to fully show off, especially since Scorpy's here now. So here is today's fit. That's today's fit. Scorpy will remember, because I think you were the only one I showed these to when I got them. And I got this shirt to go with it. Right? So I didn't wear it today because it's not Halloween time, but hang on. When it gets to autumn, right? Tell me this skirt with these. Oh my god, I'm gonna rock that this fall so much. So, okay. one of the other things that we talked about at the beginning is every stream there's going to be at least one plushie. That's going to be our featured plushie of the stream. So today it was Eevee because we started off playing Let's Go Eevee today. We talked a little bit earlier about why I love Eevee. But, yeah, we'll have a featured plushie. And I think I'm going to do some... I'm trying to think of some fun plushie things because I love plushies. I love snuggling. Come on, right? Like, and I don't have a boy to snuggle right now. So I gotta snuggle something. So, anyway, this is what I started off with at the beginning, too. This is a dill pickle shot. Like an actual alcohol. I love pickles to the point that I like pickle vodka. It's delightful. If you don't like pickles, you won't like it. If you like pickles, you'll like it. That's the way I look at it. And even if you like pickles, maybe you won't like it, but I love it. There we go. That'll take care of that. So, let me see if I can figure out showing you guys something. I gotta see how I'll do it. And what I might do, because I want to show you the schedule for this week. And I'm in the wrong channel in my own dang thing. Okay. Save image. Okay. Schedule. Okay. So let me try to do it this way. Okay. Schedule for this week. I don't know. I'm just going to cover me for a minute. But this is what we're looking at. I'm going to take the next 2 days off so I can get the gym in and kind of like recuperate. Wednesday, we're going to start with Sonic Forces. That's going to be the one long play. Eastern Daylight Time. So, yeah, because normally I'm in Eastern Standard Time, but we just went into Daylight Savings Time. That pushed us an hour ahead. So, it's basically the East Coast of America. So, what I'm going to try to do is make post GMT when I put the individual times. Because I think, like, GMT I think is 4. Yeah, I think it's 4 off right now until y'all go into your summertime, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think it goes back to 5. Because I think it's normally 5, except for this weird kind of thing in the middle here. So, we're going to start with Sonic Forces Wednesday night. And then for Fanboy Friday, the Cat Boy is going to play the cat game. We're going to play Stray, a game that I've had on my list for literal years since it came out, for a few years. And I've never played it, not even once. This is going to be the first time we're going to experience it together. Oh my god, I want to, dedicated meow button, that's happening. So, one thing we've been talking about here, and then Smash Your Pass weekend is Saturday and Sunday. So, let me get this, I'm going to take this off screen. Oh, no, whoa, I almost removed my entire backdrop instead of the image. Okay, there we go. So, what I was talking about earlier, what I think we're going to do is things like the emoji slots and the redeems. We're going to figure that stuff out together. And actually, the meow button, like you said, I want to figure out how to program in a dedicated redeem that meows. I want to figure that out. So I'm going to figure that out at some point. I just have to figure that out. That's a great start as a good redeem. And I'm going to make it really, you don't have to redeem much to make it meow. That should be very low level. Purring would be good. Okay. Oh, my god, I have ideas now. I got to get to work. So, I'm going to take the next 2 days off of streaming, but then Wednesday we're going to come back. We're going to do Sonic Forces. And the cool thing with Sonic Forces is that's the game where you get to make your own avatar. So, and cat is an option. So we're going to make our own cat boy in Wednesday stream. And Friday, we're going to start playing the cat game. It's time to be a cat boy. And I'm probably going to do a fit that's appropriate for being Catboy streams. Well, let's see. I gotta figure out what I want to do for the Sonic stream first, but I have things in mind for the Stray stream. And again, I posted it earlier in chat. Maybe. Where is it? Here we go. Whoop, come on. I know how to use a mouse. I promise. Okay. I just shared again. The URL I shared is where I'm going to post all the VODs. So if you miss a stream and you want to go back and see it, like maybe if you actually want to follow one of the long plays once we start them and you miss a week, I want to make a place where you can go and catch up if you want to and see things. And you never know. We could find fun, silly things that I missed that happened live that you catch later. So we'll figure it all out. So, but I wanted to let y'all know that that's a thing. So that exists. Otherwise, though, we've gone over 3 hours now. This stream has gone exceptionally well. I can't tell you how excited I am for this to be happening and to keep connecting with y'all. And I think this is where we're gonna keep things. I think most streams are gonna be, 2 to 3 hours, maybe up to 4. But now some of them, like the Smasher Pass next weekend, those are probably gonna run long just for the nature of it. But we're gonna build. Because I also have to make sure that I can be stable to sit here for like 4 or 5, whatever, hours on end. Which is kind of a challenge sometimes for me. My butt gets tired in this chair. And this is even a nice chair. But it gets tired. My butt will fall asleep. And I gotta take care of this booty. I need to take care of this booty. And so somebody else can take care of it. But anyway, but I think that's gonna wrap up today's stream. But I love you guys. Thank you. I can't make a damn heart. I can't put it at the camera. Okay, I love you guys. I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in today. You guys are the best. I'm gonna put the VOD up on YouTube, and then obviously I'll be on Blue Sky. We'll catch up. But otherwise, I'm gonna see everybody Wednesday. And I love you guys. Again, have a good night. Good rest of your day, and remember to keep friendship magic out there. And thank you, and take care. Love y'all.